You're not going to be able to see a thing because I'm inside my sleeping bag completely with all the clothing that I have on the trail on. A hat, 2 hoods. I'm in a fleece liner, a 20-degree quilt. Largo and I are back to back on our sleeping pads, and this is the coldest night I think I've ever had in my entire life. So these are the type of nights that people say, I'm done, I'm throwing in the towel. We're not going to be done. I know we're not, but what a miserable night this is. Oh gosh, I'm so glad you survived the night. Oh, I heard the next 2 weeks are gonna be like this. Was that the coldest you've ever felt? I noticed you squiggled your sleeping bag right up next to mine last night. We did get some body heat from that. Are you still in for this for 6 months? Goodbye, Largo. Wow, the snow's pretty. I did ask for it. You want some snow?
I want to see.
Okay, hold on. It's not a ton. It's like, yeah. Good morning from day 14. My glasses are fogged. It's gonna be a beautiful day today, isn't it, Largo? We're gonna have a great hike. So today we're only going six miles because tomorrow morning we're at a spa. We're getting off trail tomorrow morning for our work and school day. We likely will be hiking in the snow, which will be pretty interesting. And yeah, let's get this baby packed up. Largo's pulling every electronic that we have out of his fleece and his quilt because we learned our lesson the day it was a balmy 20 degrees when it was just reported from a neighbor tent that it was 6 degrees last night, Largo. 6 degrees.
See, funny thing about love is you never really know when it's coming, but you better believe you'll know when it's there. True story.
Since all bodies are accounted for this morning and we lost no one in the great freeze of 2024, which we suspect is below 6 degrees last night.
My honey and my
Did it all freeze?
And my hot sauce all froze.
Oh, you didn't put it in your
I didn't think, well, I wasn't going to put olive oil would freeze. I just put my
Yeah, I didn't think olive oil froze either.
I didn't either.
So we're all up and happy this morning, and we have a birthday boy with us, so we're going to go sing to him because he's being lazy and sleeping in.
As he should be.
Right, on his birthday. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear. She's played. Happy birthday to you.
All right, back to the fire.
Are we sure he's breathing? Cheese plate, are you awake?
I wasn't when you started, but...
All right, you can go back to sleep. We'll wake you at 2. This is the coolest shelter crew ever. Woo woo!
Okay, so we have happened on the coolest group of people at the shelter, all a hybrid of different people here having fun. But the best part is that we have yet to see anyone else singing and dancing on the trail like we're doing until we met these nut jobs who are doing it like all hours of the day, which we love because they sung us to sleep last night. So we're going to find out why all of these crazies are hiking this trail. Because it takes a special person to do this. All right.
That's pretty cool. That camera flips like that.
All right. You feel beautiful?
I do.
All right. So what's your trail name?
Moss.
Moss. And where are you from, Moss?
I'm from Boston.
Okay. And why are you hiking this trail?
So actually, it was funny. This past summer, helped move my brother in with his girlfriend in Portland, Maine. And, my family's up there. I wanted to move close to them, be with my brother's kids. And I was looking on Craigslist for what is the rental prices there? And it was so deflating. I was like, and I happen to have an Appalachian Trail poster in my room because I've always wanted to do it. And so having that moment where I'm like, I can't move up there. And then I saw the trail poster and it's kind of burned out from work. I was like, it seems like a better expenditure of my time.
Right? Totally. It has now, I see you guys have a lot of food here. Is your food bill equated to what that apartment would have cost in Portland, Maine, or no?
You're getting there.
The trail provides, and I love that you guys. I'm sorry, the camera is like a little.
Oh no, that's fine.
Because I'm shaking.
I'm cold too.
Anyone
my
who's watching this, it's because I'm cold. They're like, "What is wrong with this lady? She can't hold the camera straight." You are part of this trio.
Yeah.
What's your trail name?
My trail name is Achilles.
Achilles. Where are you from, Achilles?
I'm from Texas.
Achilles is the only one right now in this shelter that I think is not a Northeasterner. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it. It's great.
You love it.
Yeah.
You're a natural. You're a Northeasterner at heart.
Northeasterners and Texans most of the time anyway.
Hey, why are you hiking this trail?
It was an act of desperation.
Okay.
Yeah. I had no idea really what my next step was. And I've always loved the outdoors. I always loved backpacking. I feel most of myself outside in the wilderness. It's when I can really reconnect with myself. So I had to do something straightforward, something challenging, but something that I could set my mind to and accomplish that didn't involve commitment down the road. Right. I always said I was going to figure out my next step on the trail, but I know I'm going to get to Katad and look up at it and be like, fuck, I forgot to do what I was figure out what I was going to do.
Right? What's your trail name?
My trail name is Spark.
And where are you from, Spark?
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Greenpoint.
And you're hanging out with these other two crazy guys, huh?
Yeah, I am.
It's like you guys have been friends forever.
It feels
really,
like it.
That's magic. That's what the trail does. It puts you in connection with the
trail
people
provides.
You should be connected with. Okay, so why are you hiking?
Well, 10 years ago, I saw the movie Wild, immediately bought the book, decided I was going to hike the PCT. The last 2 years of my life, about 2 years ago, I left my ex-husband. And then about a year ago, I had a really awful breakup that I spiraled into a lot of alcoholism and addiction and pulled myself out of it before I lost all of my friends. And then about 4 days into the year, realized that work was ending and money was lining up so that I could actually do a Thru-Hike. I decided to look into the PCT, got a little overwhelmed by logistics, almost gave up for 5 minutes and felt super defeated, and then decided, oh shit, wait, the Appalachian Trail. And then I spent the last 3 months before I got out here preparing mentally for this, because I walk all over town. I used to work in a wine store where I would carry cases of wine to deliver. So I felt I knew that I could do the physical things as long as I could put my mind to it, but I worked really hard on mentally preparing myself in a way that changed my life and allowed me to not be so unkind to myself when it was hard. I stopped being really mean to myself. I started developing really great habits that have only gotten better since I've been out here. And
oh my God, this is awesome. Thank you so much for being honest too.
Yeah.
I think this gives us the space to do that, right?
Well,
and connect.
That's I realized that I could apply to be a trek blogger, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I was like, that's exactly why I should. And I sent in my essay, which was explaining that, and that's why I want to hike the trail and the story of that. And they're like, we want to hear your story. And so I've been blogging, but I haven't been doing updates in the way that everybody else has been doing. I've been trying to focus more on what the journey feels like, what it brings, what you get out of it, as the communal aspect or just the spiritual, mental aspect of it all. Because I think that's what's most important. But yeah, no, I got lucky that I have parents that and like a community around me that always made it very clear how important that is.
Yeah.
To share your stories and to like be honest about your hardships, because like even as an adult, finding out the people that I like grew up around and their hardships that I didn't know about was like, it made me feel much more like less like a screw up of a person, more just like a human being who goes through things.
Guys, this has been fabulous. I hope this is not the last time we all see each other. I know you'll pass us, but I hope our paths meet again at a shelter. This was so much fun. Absolutely. Keep singing. We'll keep dancing. Bye, guys. We're finally leaving camp. It's like noon. We're only going, I think, 6.3 miles today. And we were having so much fun with this amazing group that we just stayed there and hung out by the fire and chatted with them. They were, and if any of you guys are watching, you guys are, or were a fabulous group to spend the evening with. It was truly magical, and you were fun and honest and just beautiful humans who are really enjoying the trail and welcoming. We had such a diverse group of people hanging out. It felt like everything I thought the trail was going to be or should be. And we can't thank you enough for spending the evening as well as this whole morning with us. It really was magical after our coldest night, which was below 6 degrees, because when Spark went to bed at 11:30, she said that her thermometer said 6 degrees, and it actually got colder than that. So, Largo, how are you doing?
Honestly, I'd say waking up in the snow was a bit problematic, but I feel like now we're fine.
Yeah, it's all melted off. It wasn't bad. I mean, Largo and I were freezing, and luckily, this was not one of those days where we had to be up early and do a lot of miles. It just like everything worked out perfectly fine, and we got to hang with these amazing people. There's a chunk of ice and snow mixed together from the ground. It's beautiful. Crush! Largo actually was born in Boston, so his whole first 6 years and 10, 11 months were spent with cold winters. Do you miss it all?
Yeah, quite a lot, to be honest. We don't see that much of kind of this environment, so it's very nice to be back.
Do you miss skiing? Largo started skiing at 3 when we lived in Boston, and we used to do like snowmen and play out in the snow a lot. And I have the cutest picture of you and your sled, like all bundled up, just like sliding down our street on like a no school day. I mean, you were little, but no one else is going to school. Did you love waking up in it?
Yes. Honestly, it was kind of magical.
It was magical. Do you want to get more than this?
Not in our current equipment.
I know, right?
We can just put on our big puffy coats and our other big puffy coats and more big puffy coats.
And our jammies.
And a lot more big puffy coats. And then we'll just be waddling along.
Guys, it's freezing today. Let's see what does my thermometer say over here? Let's see, it says 32, which feels cold.
I don't think that's really accurate.
You think it's colder?
Yeah, I think it's colder.
I think it's colder too, but 32 is balmy compared to what we had last night. So.
Yeah, it was nice.
Whew, okay, let's roll. What I love about the path this morning is it's just sprinkled on the outskirts with just a little bit of snow, which makes it look like a candied path this morning. Just think of it as walking down sugarcane lane here, or powdered sugar lane. There we go, powdered sugar lane. I mean, it has such a magical, almost like fairy tale vibe to it. So I don't want to hike through buckets and buckets of snow or have to like dig myself out from the tent in the morning. But right now, this dusting of snow that has held in the higher elevations is magical. It really is. The higher we go, the more magical it becomes. And it just feels, because it's not all white, we can see the moss coming through and the rocks and the old dried leaves. And it just feels like, you know, we're going to walk all seasons of the Appalachian Trail, which is really, really cool. Maybe not much of winter, but at least to have a little bit of snow gives us a little bit of vibe of what it's like. And the flowers are poking through, so spring's on its way. We'll hit all of summer, and then Maine, where I was born, guys. I don't know if I mentioned that or not yet. I lived there until I was 17. We will get the foliage, which will be absolutely magnificently stunning. We'll get Maine apple season. I grew up on an apple farm. We'll get apple cider and maple syrup when we get up there. So I'm really excited to pass through all these different seasons in the different states and the different things. I'm a foodie, so the different things they eat. I heard there's a blackberry milkshake along the way that's amazing. The delis in New Jersey and New York. I'm loving experiencing all the bits and pieces of it, even if it's freezing today. So today I have on my base layer, my fleece, my puffy, my beanie, my hood to my fleece, my hood to my puffy, my gloves, my fleece pants, 2 pair of socks, my gaiters. I mean, I have everything on today that I can possibly have on, except for maybe my rain gear. And I'm hoping I don't have to put that on because cold and rain is just not fun at all. But it's possible. Like I'm a little chilly. My hands are a little cold. My toes are a little cold today, but not horrible. And it's such a magical hike that I'm loving it. Now, if I have to do this for like 3 weeks and the snow's more snow, it might not be as magical, but right now it's stunning. The question is, how much snow do we need to make a snowman? Probably more than this. Let it snow. Is that how it goes? Largo, is that how it goes? Let it snow? No, it's let it go, right? All right. Let it snow. Let it snow. I'm changing the words, if you guys didn't notice. Wow. This is unbelievable. You can see so much. And, oh, wow. Hiking through all this. I can't believe we're hiking through all of this. The clouds are beautiful today. Look at them. Nice and we're climbing into them like a pillow. Largo, wave from above. Largo's up there. See him? He's kind of waving his hand. So we've made it to our spot for the night. It's the fire tower. Wayah. I'll have to get back to you on that. And we're a little bit off trail, and we're in like a picnic area that we're going to pitch the tent because we're being picked up tomorrow morning at 7:30 for our work and school days. And I think tonight, guys, is going to be our first night alone, because this wouldn't be a place that the Thru-Hikers would come and sleep for the night. It's also pretty high elevation, and it's going to be very, very cold. But this is where we're being picked up, so we don't really have too much of a choice in the matter. So I'll report back later when we're in the tent and let you know how things are going. I don't feel as nervous on a space like this. I just don't like it when we're half a mile off the trail where no humans kind of will come for hours. But we've already seen 4 people here, people just coming up to the tower to look around and stuff, and we've chatted with them and whatnot. So, and then here's the biggest surprise right behind me. There's actually a bathroom. You guys, Largo and I think it's 24 degrees right now. It's
cold.
It's 6:12, and we are in our bags for the night and just like can't say anything else. We're so cold. Okay, today we went, let's see, how many did we go? I'm looking at on my phone. We went 6.3 miles. We went from Siler Bald to Wayah Bald trailhead. We are getting picked up here tomorrow morning to go to Chica and Sunset's hostel, and then we're going to switch to a hotel the next day. We're going to do a 0. So we were not going to vlog this near zero time just because we have a lot of work and school we need to get done. And we want to come back fully rested and ready to vlog on Sunday. So, but you guys won't notice a difference because these vlogs will come every day. So
But we will sleep cold tonight.
We will sleep very cold tonight. It's predicted to be even colder tonight than last night. So, all right. We are not complaining, but we are going to keep it real for you guys. We're freezing. All right. Best and worst. Largo, you want to go first? You want me to?
I'd say that my best was probably hanging out in the fire or near the fire this morning. That'd be crazy if we were in the fire.
Right, in the fire. Yeah, with all the amazing people that we hung out with this morning. We named them earlier. I don't have the capacity to name them now. They're really fun and lively. So my best was hanging out with them as well and just chatting like on the deeper side of life, which was really wonderful. And it was a great, diverse, unique group. And then it was really fun to sing happy birthday to Cheese Plate this morning because it was his birthday and he slept in late. So we all gathered around his hammock and serenaded him, which was absolutely fun. Worst, Largo?
My worst part is going to be waking up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be really cold tomorrow morning. My worst today was that I loved, which was another wonderful best of today, was walking through the snow. It was beautiful. Today was the coldest day I've ever hiked. I kept all my layers on. And I would say the worst is I have like nothing left to give right now. Like we're going to shut this camera off. We're both going to crawl inside our sleeping bags and go to bed at 6:15. Not because we're tired, but because we're freezing. So I don't like it when it's this cold because I feel like we're not humaning well and engaging well and having great conversation. We're just like trying to get in our quilts and go to sleep. So, but luckily there's not too many days like this. So that's why I would never want to hike Everest. It's not on my list. How about you, Largo?
Maybe, but
maybe.
I mean, it has to be in summer.
I think that's the only time you can hike it, but it's still cold there.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so much, everything that you do, the support, for sharing us, for subscribing, for your kind comments, for your support, for your trail magic, for everything. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful night
and we will see you on day 15.
No, we won't see him on day 15. We'll see him on day
18,
14,
17,
16, 17. On the 17th, guys.
Bye.
Sure. I guess my IG is Charles Bronson Swanson.
All right, go check him out.
Me?
Check him out. Or you could just yo-yo and come back down.
Yeah, no, if I have money.
You have to give the money, right?
My Cash App is now.
Yeah, right. I mean, it is a moment, and we want to cry. I'm serious, but there's also the smoke.
Well, now I can do this. But,
okay, slower on the smoke machine, Achilles. Where can people find you if they want to follow you?
On Instagram, you can follow me at Difficult Terrain, 1 T in the middle, as if it's one word all the way through, DIFFICULTERRAIN. I did it.
Very good.
And also, I'm Spark on the track.
Are you okay with being on camera? I wanted to say goodbye. And you saw that Cheese Plate had a birthday, which, guys, I think that would be my trail name if I didn't already have the name Sunshine. I don't know the rest of the words. And you really don't want to hear me sing. That's why we're only singing every 100 miles, because I'm a terrible singer. False alarm. I did not sit on the potty to go pee-pee. There was plenty of toilet paper in there, which was really nice, even though I brought my own. But it was really yucky.
Oh, hard not.
Why is it doing that? Tracking like that?
Because that's just how it works.
Okay, so I just got to hold it straight like that. Mm-hmm. All right. Our microphones are like coming out of our noses. Don't start yet. I got to figure where we went today.
Hello. It's currently cold outside.
Hold on.